In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Welcome back, Paul Amadeus Lane. This is the Tech Zone CES 2019 countdown preview just around the corner. I wanted to make sure that I built up hype of all the things we're looking forward to coming out of there. Some of my fondest memories of CES has to be meeting up with old friends in the tech field, reporters, and seeing how they're doing and seeing what technology out there is really changing our life. Not some of the things that we are entertained with, but things that are really changing our life. And there's one company that's going to be there out of Israel that has this technology that is truly changing lives, especially when it comes to seniors, when it comes to ones who are disabled, and the family members. And we care about them. We want to make sure that they are okay, that everything is fine. And we have reached a time in technology where we are able to do that, to check on our loved ones so that they can have an independent life. But we can also make sure that things are A-okay. And I'm so happy that this one company out of Israel will be at CES 2019 and debuting a brand new piece of innovation that is just going to change the game when it comes to caregiving and making sure our loved ones are safe. And joining me right now, Rafi Zauer from Essence. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really well. Good morning to you and good evening to me.
Tell me about it. Being all the way in Israel, I always love the global aspect of things, and I'm so excited to talk with you guys. A little bit about my background, being disabled. Whenever I hear of technology out there that either helps seniors and even ones who have a limited mobility, I'm all for it, my friend. And what you guys are doing over at Essence is incredible. And when it comes to where we're at today, you guys being a leader in tech and also the IoT of things and smart technology, how did we get to where we're at the point today where you guys are getting ready to blow us away at CES 2019?
How do we get to the point? I can tell you our story. We started as about 25 years ago as a company that was basically offering wireless alarm systems. So for security for residential homes and small and medium business. What we did is we took our core security devices and technology and thought, how can we use these technologies to help people to better the world? So we started thinking about the elderly sector, using the sensors and the wireless aspect and the monitoring. Instead of waiting for an alarm, say, okay, we can actually monitor senior people as they go around their daily business at home and actually help them. We can monitor their activities and look out for when something goes wrong, even if it's not an emergency. We can see, okay, maybe they're struggling a little. Maybe they're showing signs of an illness or showing signs of their general mental state in some way being compromised. And we can detect these things within our system, and we can give them actually a better life like that. We can prevent incidents and further deterioration in their general health. So that's what we did. We basically took our core technology and adapted it to the elderly use case, and it's been very successful.
And looking at that and now devoting a line, specifically for this, let's talk about how the smart home and this technology, how it works for Granny. If Granny's talking to the walls and everything in a sense. Let's talk about that.
Well, really, our concept is that the Granny doesn't really need to know that there's any smart home technology going on in her home. Everything we do is passive. All we want to do is take care of her. We're not thinking about Alexa and about her entertainment and turning lights on and off. We're purely using our technology to offer her more protection and more safety at home. We'll let other people deal with her lighting, which we can actually also deal with ourselves. But but in a different situation with a different product. But what we're thinking here is not making her home smarter and not allowing her to do things easier. We're actually just trying to keep her protected and keep her safe and keep her family aware of what's going on with her.
And we're looking at the line that's dedicated for seniors, but I think you guys stumbled on a line that can help out the disabled community too. You know, me being confined to a wheelchair, a lot of my friends live alone, live by themselves, but they have family members who worry about them, you know, as well too. So I think you guys stumbled on something that can help help the disabled community too. And I think it's something short of amazing.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I know the senior community, or the senior market quite well, but of course the disabled market can have similar issues. Number one, there can be loneliness if they're living at home by themselves. They can have accidents that possibly more able people wouldn't usually have. So they have friends and they have families who want to know if they're in a possible situation where they need to come, they need to call, they need to send help, and they'll always be connected to a monitoring system. So any kind of indication of the change in behavior, or even we indicate a possible fall or a possible injury, we'll call in. We're not waiting for the senior person, or in this case, a disabled person, to press a button or to give a call, because they may not be able to. They may not even realize that there's something going wrong with them. So we use passive means like movement detection and algorithms that analyze how they go about their daily lives and see any kind of change in pattern in their daily lives, and then we call it in.
I love it. I love it, Rafi. You know, this is something that's awesome. You know, it gives people peace of mind, especially the family members who worry about it. And let's face it, a lot of people want independence, and this helps ones get independent, but it also helps the family members to have peace of mind. And I think that's pretty great, my friend, that you guys are doing that. And when it comes to something else that you guys will be doing at CES coming up in just a few weeks, is we know that security is on everyone's mind. Schools, families, parents, you name it. What are you guys doing specifically when it comes to security, when it comes to the umbrella?
Okay, so the umbrella, I'm glad you mentioned that. So as you said, safety is on everyone's mind at the moment, personal safety in particular. So you'd have the students on campuses and moving away from campuses. You have over 20% of the US population actually work away from a base. They work on the go. So you have a lot of people who in their day-to-day lives are very susceptible and in some danger of attacks, of any kind of threat to their safety. So we've built a system for organizations. So we don't go to the individual and say, hang on, I think we're having an issue with our internet connection. I'll continue now. We don't go to the individual and say, hey, buy this panic button. What we do is we go to the schools. We go to healthcare providers who have nurses in the field. We go to, even if it's utilities, telcos, and who have installers in the field. And we say, hey, you guys want to keep your people safe and protected. So we have a system where you can give them a panic button, and this panic button will be available to them wherever they are. The panic button, you press the button, and it'll automatically connect to a 24/7 monitoring station, all hands-free. So all I got to do is press the button. My phone makes a call to the monitoring station. The monitoring station then can pinpoint exactly where I am and find out what the issue is, or send help immediately. This is based on a very advanced fall detection and dual technology communicating device that allows the button to connect directly with a mobile phone, even to the extent where it doesn't rely on an app being open on the mobile phone. It will automatically open an app and send a call through to the monitoring center, and help will be available immediately. And this is great for, as well as the elderly, but it's also great for people possibly with issues such as yourself, who are possibly not as mobile as others. They can't, an incident would occur, they can't reach safety far quickly enough. So they just press the button and they'll get help.
I love it. I love it, Rafi. And that's always been a concern to me, you know, when it comes to safety, not only for the elderly and infirm and students and workers and everything, but the disabled. Because sometimes, you know, we're alone somewhere, somebody may be, you know, casing us, and we're like, it's nice to push the button because sometimes we won't be able to get to our phones and dial 911 or something. Now, you talked about the monitoring services out there. Now, is it like the major security monitor companies that you deal with, or if a person has an existing security monitoring service, like in their home alarm system, does it work with that? Or how does that work?
So this particular service is not purchased or requested by the individual themselves. If you're part of an organization, you work for, you'll be given this device, and so they are already connected. At this stage, it's not the kind of thing that you would go in and buy from Best Buy or from CVS. You would get it from whatever organization or company or academic institution that you're part of.
Wow, I love it, Rafi. I love it. You guys are hitting all the angles when it comes to security and safety. Now, what are some other things that you guys have in the pipeline for us to look forward to when it comes to the Essence Group?
So when you talk about accessibility, a lot of times, obviously, when elderly people and disabled people get into a problem when they're at home by themselves, a lot of problem is the access to their homes. Emergency first responders are called, but how do they get into the home? So we'll be introducing probably around the middle of next year a very intelligent and easy to install smart lock, which is connected directly to your elderly protection system. So if something happens and someone needs to get into the home, the first responders will be granted access or given a virtual access key to get into your home without having to bang the door down. Another interesting thing is the issue of falls is extremely prevalent among a lot of these populations that we're talking about. So we're developing a 3D imaging fall detector, which is a totally passive, non-wearable fall detector based on microwave technology, where we just detect if anyone has fallen in the home without any kind of wearable, without any kind of any other active means. We'll just automatically be able to detect if someone's fallen in their home, and then we send help.
I love it. I love it. I love it, Rafi. And when we look at where we're at in the technological age with the Internet of Things, the IoTs, I'm glad to see that we have reached a time in humanity where we can have these things. I mean, it's amazing. It's an awesome time to live in.
Absolutely. Everything's connected, and we need to harness that. We need to use the fact that we're connected. I'm connected to you. We're connected to everyone. We can get IoT devices into the home that can actually improve people's life, and we are in the business of keeping people secure and safe. So the fact that we have connectivity, IoT, as we know, is not just about connecting things. It's about creating value out of the fact that things are connected, and that's what we're trying to do over here.
Awesome. And we know at CES, we're looking forward to your booth. And we know CES is not open to the public. It's only industry, media, and one's part of the field. But if ones would like to know more information about the Essence Group, how can they go about doing that?
So you can go to our website, www.essence-grp.com. As you can see in the screenshot that you're showing here, our CES launches, which is including the umbrella. We have what we're showing here, a voice panic detector, which allows elderly people or disabled people, if they're immobile, to call with their voice and receive assistance. So yeah, just go on our website. If you happen to be around CES, where this year we're in the accessibility zone, So this is exactly what we're talking about here. Come and visit us. We'd love to host you, show you some of our great stuff, show you some demos, and hopefully we can share how we can all make the world better.
I love it. And Ralphie, thank you so much for joining me all the way from the beautiful country of Israel. Brilliant. And we can look at how technology allows us to have a discussion, and I really appreciate it, Ralph. You're looking forward to meeting you face to face at CES 2019, and you continue to do the great work that you guys are doing over there, over at the Essence Group, and changing and helping independents and giving us a peace of mind. Really appreciate it. And
you continue to spread the word, Paul.
I sure will, my friend. Thank you.
Right. Cheers.
Enjoyed my chat with Ralphie Zauer from the Essence Group, all the way from the beautiful country of Israel. You got to love it. Technology and paves the way so Ralphie and I can have a conversation, even though sometimes the quality is not as good as being in studio, but it's great to chat with Ralphie, and nonetheless the information we consider is so important, especially if you have grandparents, if you're disabled and you want them to be safe while they are enjoying their independence. And what they're doing over there at the Essence Group with this piece of innovation is truly going to be a game changer when it comes to that. So we're looking forward to catching up with them at CES 2019 as they talk about the umbrella, umbrella. That's my Rihanna thing. Yeah. But looking forward to catching up with them at their booth at CES 2019 and really seeing this in action. So sit back and relax and enjoy, as we have a lot more to discuss when it comes to CES 2019. Tech is a global market, and our next stop is going to be Asia. We're going to talk to a company that's planning to lead and pave the way when it comes to autonomous vehicles to make them safe so that we can enjoy that technology. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane, and you are in the Tech Zone.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.